Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. This is the headlines. The government has just proposed a 30% reduction of the amount of income taxes of 2020 for enterprises having a gross revenue of less than 50 billion Vietnamese dong and having less than 100 workers who are participating in social insurance in 2020. Accordingly, the four targets of the reduced income taxes are enterprises established under the provision of Vietnamese law, organizations established under the law of cooperatives, non-business units established under the provision of Vietnamese law, and other organizations engaged in production and business activities with incomes, except for enterprises established under foreign law. According to a report by the Labor Department, by the end of May 2020, localities have approved a list of 15.5 million people to receive the financial support. By May 2020, the total sum of the aid package was 17.5 trillion dong. The direct support of over 9 trillion Vietnamese dong will be distributed to people who contributed to the war, social beneficiaries, poor and near-poor households. 51 provinces and cities throughout the country have basically delivered the aid to people. 12 provinces are implementing payment to the targets, which carried out 70% of the whole progress. By early June, 14 localities will provide 70,000 workers with the support of 7 billion Vietnamese dong. Of these, more than 71,500 workers do not have labor contracts who are lottery retailers. The interdisciplinary inspection team, headed by the Department of Construction of Đồng Nai Province, inspected 2 construction sites in Long Thành and Thống Nhất districts. The team inspected the construction of Phước Bình Metal Temple and Xuân Thanh Primary School. At the 2 constructions, the delegation conducted a practical inspection of the implementation of occupational safety and health, the inspection of machines and equipment, the allocation, arrangement, and personnel capacity at the construction site, especially officials in charge of occupational safety and health. The delegation suggested the construction units to enhance occupational safety and health assurance at the construction site, regularly reminding and raising workers' awareness, fully equipped labor protection when working at the project to minimize the occurrence of labor accidents. In addition, the delegation also asked the units to check the types of machinery, construct equipment regularly, warning signs and barriers to ensure safety for workers. Demonstration against police violence after the death of a black man, George Floyd, in Minneapolis have entered the 12th day and continue to spread to many states across the United States. In Washington, June 6th was a day of the largest protest, with thousands of participants gathering at the central area and the area near the White House. An estimated 6,000 people took part in the protest, calling for an end to police violence and reforming police forces. The protest took place relatively moderate under the supervision of the police and National Guards. Despite the large number of protesters, Washington does not apply a curfew like the first few days of the week. Protests also took place in states and major cities in the United States, such as California, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, and Seattle. Several thousand Israelis demonstrated on Saturday, June 6th, against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's plans to extend sovereignty over parts of the occupied West Bank, de facto annexation of land that the Palestinians seek for a state. Protesting in face masks and keeping their distance from each other under coronavirus restrictions, they gathered under the banner "No to Annexation, No to Occupation, Yes to Peace and Democracy." Around half of Israelis support annexation, according to a recent opinion poll. Netanyahu has set July 1st as the date to begin advancing his plan to annex Israel's settlements and the Jordan Valley in the West Bank, hoping for a green light from Washington. Palestinians have rejected the proposal and voiced outrage against Israel's proposed annexations. That is the end of the news today. Thank you for tuning in.